Hello, this is Blake Rat.
And this is Rantus.
Welcome to Robots in the News. We're commenting on Legendary. This is hour 4 of the gameplay. We're going through the entire game start to finish. So that's pretty exciting, right? And
All in one sitting.
yeah, so here we go. So if you remember from the last episode, we were on the most ridiculous, impractical elevator ever. And
But it is cool.
remember, we're under Parliament in London, too. I'd just like to say for the record, if you recall, this whole facility is secretly located in the middle of London under the Parliament building. So, like, in U.S. terms, that would be, like, underneath the White House or the Congressional... What's the name of the building that Congress is at? Anyway, that building.
That building.
So that's pretty ridiculous to start with. And then even more ridiculous is that it has a stupid elevator. Also, what does the elevator need so many controls? What does it do other than go up and down?
I don't know. Also, if you'd seen National Treasure, you would know clearly that having crazy things underneath national buildings is not all that insane.
Yeah, but wasn't that just like a library that had the secret book that contained every secret ever?
No, but I mean, then there was like the entire like 20-story deep excavation thing under a church that was somewhere in DC or Boston or some madness like that the Masons supposedly built.
Whatever. All I remember is that in the second movie they go to the White House and he finds the book that contains all of the secret stuff that the president knows but no one else is allowed to. Like aliens.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the president tells him to specifically look at some page.
Yeah, and then takes the book away so you can't look at the aliens.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I exited the elevator from the wrong door, so... I will give them the credit, though. This game does have pallets, and it does have forklifts. So it doesn't just have crates. However, the crate is not on the pallet, which makes it utterly useless.
Why is that guy sitting down, by the way?
I'm assuming he got wounded, but I didn't stop to talk to him.
Well, that guy's sitting down, too.
They're all just kind of hanging out here.
Even though below them a shitstorm is happening with werewolves and fairies and crazy shit.
So all of the animals, all the creatures are invading our secret base, right?
Yeah, nobody's running away.
The Black Order, right?
Yes, although I didn't hear anything you said for the last, like, 2 seconds.
I just said, guess who's in there? The Black Order.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I steal the Pandora's box.
I don't know, was that Black Order? Because I thought that was just the monsters, but maybe they were monsters being controlled by...
Who let the monsters in, but I don't think at this point in the game I don't think they can control the monsters, but I could be wrong. Oh god. This is it. Okay. What you're about to see, oh no, not quite yet. In a few minutes when I'm done with this firefight, you're about to see the worst game design you've ever seen in your life. And it'll last a while because it's so bad, I'll have to replay it over and over.
Alright, so how many deaths are we projecting here? Like,
this is going to be a huge disappointment if I'm not thinking the right place in the game. I hope I'm thinking in the right place in the game. Oh, I'm not. Shoot. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. This is the place where I have to kill about 3 Griffins. This isn't that bad. The worst is up.
I am highly disappointed now.
I know. I just built it up just to take it right back down, didn't I?
Yeah, you just trampled on my dreams.
Yeah, this is just I have to kill about 3 or 4 Griffins here. I'm sorry. Which Griffins have a ridiculous amount of hit points, but it's not the part I was thinking of.
They actually seem to have less than Minotaurs, though.
I will say this, though. The part I am thinking of, I'm pretty sure the map was copied and pasted into here. It looks identical. Although, I guess we're on the top of the same building, so...
Yeah, it's probably going back the other direction or something.
I'd probably make a huge, like, 180-degree loop here. So I have to go forward to that tower, and then left to the other tower, and then left again. Okay,
hey,
so
look,
now...
the gunship is actually... What is it shooting at?
That's the Black Order gunship, so it's shooting at us.
Yeah, but remember in the PDA entries, like, oh yeah, the gunships just drop guys off and fly off. They never shoot at me.
Well, but they shoot it like they use the gunship guns to shoot Griffins or something. I don't know.
Possibly.
Like I said, they use the gunships to shoot bigger targets, and then they... whatever.
Right.
The bigger question is, how do these guys get out of the gunship? Where does the rope come from?
Well, it comes from the ground, obviously. They can only...
Oh, here you're gonna see the rocket launcher once I figure out how to use it. I think it takes me a couple tries here. It's not as straightforward as you might assume.
It's not point and shoot.
Well, as you can see the tip there, it says to hold the right mouse button and then you lock on the target, and then if you shoot, you can forget about it. But it doesn't quite work that way exactly. It's actually quite hard.
You got it.
Oh, I got that guy though. I don't know. I seem to recall it was a lot harder, but now that I'm watching this again, maybe it's not that big a deal. I guess it's just because while you're doing this, you get constantly buzzed by other birds. Oh, and it's hard to tell which ones are background, like part of the cutscene background, and not part of the rocket launcher. And the other thing is the rocket launcher gets a lock as you just watch there when it doesn't actually have any ammo, which is
okay. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and so then I have to find more rockets, and it turns out there aren't any more rockets in here, so I have to figure this all out. If you are smart enough to know where the extra rockets are, you don't have to actually fight this bird on the ground because you can use a rocket launcher before he lands. But I'm not smart enough to figure that out, so as you can see. Although maybe I'm wrong, because they obviously scripted that doorway to collapse when the bird attacks it, so maybe this bird always lands. And I'm calling him a bird, but he's a griffin.
He's a bird, lion.
They were really proud of their model for this guy, because you see him everywhere. Although...
even the cutscene...
they have kind of a chicken face, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal with the like giant ears is on the griffin though.
Horns. He's got horns.
What? Why the hell would a griffin have horns?
An animal like a lion, which has a horn, and then an animal like a bird, which has a horn. Obviously, the resulting combination would have horns.
Yeah. That's kind of
right?
yeah. Sensical. Yeah. Totally sensical.
So if you go across here, that's where you find extra rockets. It's like, oh, now I know where to get the rockets. Oh, and later on there's a crate that has infinite rockets in it, much like the Halo, or not Halo, I keep doing that, Half-Life 2 example, where they have the crate with infinite rockets, crate with infinite grenades in places where you need them. Yeah, I know, I need to kill all the griffins.
These ones are dying in one hit.
Yeah, well that's what was, like, I'm like, the griffins, they make out to be the toughest creatures, but why does one hit from this little wimpy little, whoops, I missed that one. Well, from the stupid little rocket launcher kill him instantly, and it turns him into goo too. It's not like it gives them a wound and they fall. It like just totally evaporates them into an explosion of feathers.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Magicka style death where you hit somebody with the boulder and then they just turn into a bunch of chunks and some blood.
Yeah. Oh well, he killed all my enemies for me, so I guess that's good. I have to admit, I think these griffins are pretty cool. And in a better game, I would enjoy the enemy. It's just, this game isn't that great.
Yeah, I don't really like their faces.
Well, the thing with their faces is that the eyes have bird eyes, so they can't actually look at you. So it kind of makes them non-threatening. I mean, they don't do the bird. They should have coded in the bird walk. You know how birds walk and then they make their heads go side to side.
Well, but the thing is, birds of prey have more forward-looking eyes anyway.
Well, that's why I said he's kind of chicken-faced, right?
Yeah.
Like he should look, I don't think. I don't know what kind of bird is normally in a griffin, but it should not be a chicken.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be an eagle, right? It's typically like an eagle and a lion.
They don't look forward, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, well, either way, his eyes aren't forward-looking enough.
I guess the thing that bothers me most is the horns, honestly.
The horns don't bother me at all. He's like a mythical creature. I'm not bothered by the horns.
Yeah, but why do all mythical creatures need horns?
The fairies don't have horns.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
I don't know. I just said that.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention. Oh, I got rockets left. I don't know if I'm still supposed to be taking these guys out or what. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, so I need to kill 2 more to clear it for the helicopters to land. Although, you can clearly see there's still quite a few up there. But whatever.
Yeah, no shortage, that's for sure.
And then here's something exciting happening that I'm obviously not looking at.
You mean the explosions?
Yeah, I think what they were doing is they were doing some kind of airstrike or something. And that's why they needed the Griffins cleared, so that they could do their airstrike without risking their bombers, I guess.
Yeah.
And now I'm just sorting my weapons for about 20 minutes here. Okay, there we go. That's the most exciting part of the game, right? When you sort them.
You only have 60 rounds for that thing.
Ah, here it is. I love this guy. This is the
bacteria thing.
This is the well, yeah. This is the thing you thought looked like bacteria on the screens, but it is Kraken, and it is the worst boss battle ever.
Is it?
Watch. And you're gonna get a chance to watch it several times because I will die.
I'm actually more shocked that you picked a shotgun.
I love shotguns.
Yeah, but it's not good for a boss fight.
Well, I can't do anything to the boss until I get the rocket launcher with infinite rockets. Here I am trying to figure out where to go.
Wow, that actually kind of looks like the Kraken from the new version of Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I haven't played that. Okay, so you saw me using Q there to check out where to go, and I found that little ramp that goes up here. And as you can see, this little bridge here looks almost identical. Whoops, I fell down. Looks almost identical to the one that I was like before when I was like, oh, I wonder if that's where I need to go.
Well, not quite, but...
And then, here's the question is...
What?
I died.
What did you die from that time?
I can only guess, but I assume the Kraken hit me.
Through the side of the building?
This is going to happen 5 times. You should keep count. I think it's 5 times.
Okay, well that was 1.
That's 1. Keep count.
Alright, I will.
And it's really annoying because I keep doing the weapon swapping because it respawned me with the wrong selection of weapons or something. So I keep doing the weapon swapping each time too. So it'll be really annoying to the watchers. But it'll happen several times. So
this time you actually decided to keep the heavy machine gun.
Yeah. Doesn't...
No.
So I'm thinking this time it's like, okay, well maybe the problem is that I did walk up to that bridge where the enemies appear. Right now it's blocked off, but he's gonna knock the blocking off. Yeah, okay, so maybe I didn't walk to that bridge quick enough. So what I'll do is I'll just shoot the enemies as quick as possible and get up on the bridge, right? And maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. No. Oops. I got to death. And that one I'm sure was a tentacle because I could see it sweeping at me.
Yeah, it looked like a tentacle.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe so I can't stay in the tower too long, right? And I can't walk out on the bridge immediately. Because if I stay in the tower too long, I get killed. If I walk onto the bridge, I get killed.
I think you actually fell into the little hole in the tower.
Well, I don't... Maybe? Would that have killed me?
I don't know. When you go back through the thing, I'll check on the actual hole. But
yeah, okay, so we're at 2 now, by the way.
Yeah, I think you fell in that hole right there.
That wouldn't have killed me, though.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, why would that have killed me? I fell in that hole, and then I accidentally, I definitely fell in the hole. Accidentally, and then while I was coming back up, I died mysteriously from something that happened. It was while I was coming up from that, oh, okay, see, that's what killed me. Okay, so now I know he puts his claw there. So, okay, so now it must be safe to cross, right? Because he already, oh, no. Okay, so that's death number 3. This is seriously like solving a bad puzzle game where you just have to trial and error it. You know what this is like? It just occurred to me exactly what this is like. Have you ever played? I'm gonna get the name of the game wrong. Have you ever played? What was the live or the animated? Was it Dragon's Lair?
Yes.
Dragon's Lair, where the whole game is based around timing. Like you have to know exactly when to move to the right location, but there's literally nothing on screen telling you what to do. That's this game right now.
Well, you know what else that reminds me of? Magicka.
I don't think even Magicka's this bad.
No. No, but that's only because you have somebody else who could stay alive. Like, it's like that flying ship part, you know, where...
I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's like, do I stay in here? Do I cross the bridge? Am I gonna get whacked if I cross the bridge? So I'm just kind of waiting. Oh, that didn't kill me that time. Okay, but I think that's what killed me the first time. So I'll go ahead and try getting across the bridge. Nope. Nope, just died instantly. Don't know what killed me that time. I assume it's a tentacle, but don't know. Is that what, 4?
Yeah, that's 4.
I might have been wrong. It might have been more than 5. I swear to God.
This is riveting gameplay right here.
Well, it's not, I mean, yeah, but it's not like where I'm just dinking around doing stupid stuff because I'm not, interested in playing as quickly as possible. This is just bad game. Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. I have literally no idea. And as you'll see later on, I start hitting the Q button to give me waypoints. The waypoints are wrong, too. Like, the waypoints don't tell me where to go in the right time. So it's like, it's luck. It's total luck whether you figure out how to get past this bridge or not. Without getting crushed by that stupid thing. It's ridiculous. I fell down the hole again.
Yeah, I see that. And it didn't kill you.
I'll probably die now because on my way back from falling up
So here's a silly question. Are you supposed to go down where you can see him before you...
There. That again.
Okay, what was that?
I don't. I don't know.
Hmm.
Death number 5, but at least I figured out a time frame for when I need to go out the bridge. So it goes. He does a swipe at the bridge, and then a swipe at the bridge, and then 2 swipes at the tower. But the first swipe at the tower hits the back of the tower and won't kill you if you're in the front. I mean, it's just you just have to mentally figure out what the hell the scripting is on that guy's movements. There's nothing on screen, nothing that tells you where to go. It's ridiculous. That was 5, right?
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay, I'm keeping count. I want to see. I think there might be more than 5 now. I don't think I get through successfully this time. I'm almost certain. This is exactly okay. Well, there's tentacle number 1 on the bridge. Now there's number 2 on the bridge, right? Based on the pattern, which is happening right now. Yeah. Okay. So there's number 2 on the bridge. Now there's 1 in the tower that hits the back of the tower, and that's it. And now there's another one in the tower. But see, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going right now, so I'm just trying different things. Like maybe I can't go up there at all, and now I'm gonna die because I bet the second one hits me. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
You're not dead yet, though.
Well, yeah, and I checked my waypoints. The waypoint says, oh, okay, go that direction, so I'll go this direction. Maybe I did make it through that time. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so I guess it was just 5 deaths. I've seen worse. Oh, this is another ridiculous time waster, which I can only see was covering for a load screen. Like, no point to this otherwise. There's no enemies trying to attack you while you're moving it. There's no, like, it doesn't use your energy. It's just, you just hold E.
Okay, that's a really weird scripted thing in the game.
Yeah, that's not, like... I'm actually kind of surprised. I was pretty convinced it was more than 5 times it took me to get through that. But what bothered me is all 5 of those deaths was nothing I did. Like, nothing I did caused those deaths. And this is, this is going to be a bad video. This is going to be a bad hour of gameplay because you're about to see that there's even worse coming. This library has the most ridiculous room at the bottom, where you get stuck on every... Well, you can see that the library is covered in debris, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, I guess I could just wait until we get to it. But we encounter one of the creatures that blows up his environment as he runs around, and he knocks all the stuff to debris. The problem is that it makes it so you can't traverse. Like, foot gets caught on everything.
So it's like that chair that was in the European village, just all over again.
Error. Yes. In fact, you can already kind of see me suffering from it in this room. So, anyway, one positive is you could tell that I figured out how to kill the fairies there.
This is true. Oh, there you go. There's these steel beams and rebar.
Yeah, they're building nests out of rebar. Seriously. And then, of course, the tip that you can use a rocket launcher on them. Release the Kraken.
That totally looks like a giant bacteria with tentacles.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't check my PDA for a while.
No.
So my current mission is to find a rocket launcher and destroy the Kraken. Yes. That explains exactly why they have EMP devices that use this as a battery.
So it channels the life energy? What?
Not of humans.
Also, that's awesome. This thing's called the Slam 7.
Yes. Shoulder-launched anti-air missile actually does make a slam.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna blame LeFay for what you did, you bastard?
Mm-hmm.
Who botched the robbery? He's the one who caused the global disaster? Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, technically, if your main character hadn't done it, somebody else would have done it in the name of LeFay anyway.
I think that's one of the Nazi defenses.
Is it?
No, I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so now we're at a level where you can see they have the Animus control devices, which is that thing off to the left, which I don't shoot at for some reason. If you destroy... Okay, so right now the animals are under the Black Order control. If I destroyed that machine, the animals would be wild again. And this becomes important because this is going to take me several tries. So fair warning, and these tries are long. Unlike the Kraken where I die right after the checkpoint, these take a while for me to die. So again, I apologize, which is all I've been doing this entire playthrough. But what'll happen is that Minotaur will smash down these bookshelves. And what happens is after he smashes down the bookshelves, the clutter gets on the floor and it becomes impossible to walk anywhere without getting caught up on like the edge of things.
On the positive side, you did just pick up a message.
Yeah, but Anyway, there is a trick to killing the werewolf or the Minotaur, but it takes me a couple tries to find it. Oh, I finally figured this out. So here's the deal. If you hold the F button and give it your own animus energy, suddenly the Minotaur will be loyal to me and not the bad guys. Right?
Does that allow you to shoot him in the back and kill him easier?
Yes. That's not the trick I was talking about. Yes, it does. Or if I destroy the machine altogether, the animals just have no one controlling them and they just go nuts. But you can see the Minotaur is just sitting there because there aren't any enemies for him to kill and he's friendly to me right now. But what I didn't realize is that actually wears off over a while, so the Minotaur is going to come after me in a minute. And there's a second one, as you can see.
Shouldn't they both be affected by that?
I think it's worn off. The animus thing is worn off. But, these guys. So there's two of them at once here. And they're both after me now. And I'm caught on a railing. And now I'm caught on something else. I can't even figure out what. And I should just say I'm caught on X. I am. But see, that does no good because you still have to kill these guys either way, right? You can't.
Well, yeah, but you're out. You didn't even have enough animus to actually do the.
Actually, help them. Anyway, I'm going to die this playthrough. In fact, soon.
It looks like you're stuck on something.
I'm constantly stuck on something. Every time I get hit, almost, it's because I'm stuck on something and can't move. Oh, these guys jump up. So they can shortcut the staircase. They don't have to walk up the stairs. I can jump down, but I can't, obviously jump up. And now he's just creating more debris for me to get stuck on later on.
Hey, you're on a wall.
I think in the first try I managed to kill one, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know.
You're gonna die right here.
Railing or something. There we go. The thing is, you can't shoot these guys unless you're running away from them, right? You can't just stand in one spot and shoot them. But if you're running away from them, you have to be running backwards so you can see where they're going. And if you're running backwards, you get stuck on crap. This is just awful map design.
Yeah, well.
Well, you need to, you're going to see lots of this. So it's not nearly over. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, in the meantime, this guy is going around knocking over everything in sight.
Well, the more they knock over, the harder it makes it to kill them, too, so.
Do they regenerate health? You'd think that one of them would be dead by now.
Have crap tons of hit points, I think.
Wait.
Yeah,
what?
I'm not 100% sure what killed me.
Oh, no, you know what happened? He threw his thing at you, probably.
Oh, yeah, every so often they throw their weapon and start running on all fours. That's probably exactly what happened.
Yeah, and the throw of the grave marker actually does a lot of damage.
That the loading message about opening werewolf cage is really relevant to what's happening in the level.
Yep.
But see, now I know that this is here, right? So I can pick it up right away. And that's going to help me out. Because it can pump a lot of bullets into Minotaurs.
Are you going to die this time?
Well, yes. But I think my goal this time is to do the animus thing first. And get all the creatures killing the enemies first. Before I start killing the creatures, on the theory that if all the creatures are going after the enemies first, the enemies will like wear down their health. But as you can see, it's not working out because that Minotaur is on me right away.
And now you have no animus energy.
Yeah, but they are under my control. So my goal here is to get the enemies to shoot enough rounds into so now I can shoot the back of this Minotaur because he's busy attacking the enemy, which is good. And the Minotaur doesn't get mad at me as long as that thing is under my control. So this was actually a decent strategy, but the problem is that it wears out pretty quick, and the second Minotaur comes in. And that's when things get bad. As you can see, I'm pretty trusting. I just do that right in front of him, hoping he won't attack me. But look, there's one Minotaur down. So far so good. But the problem is I haven't taken out any of these little pixies, and all the enemies are dead, so I have no distractions left. So it's just me and the pixies and the Minotaur.
Yeah. You killed something.
Probably a pixie.
Oh, there's another Minotaur.
Oh.
Or was that my imagination?
Sure, is there only 2 total, or is there 3?
I thought there might have been another one.
There's only 2 total.
Well, here's the part I'm confused about. Why don't you just... Oh, wait, you kind of doing it? Except you didn't...
Do that because you have to be standing at the right distance.
Well, and then you just wasted it all healing yourself, too.
Kind of needed the healing, but yeah, I mean, it's the same control that you use for healing, so it's if you're not standing close enough, it'll heal you instead of doing that.
Oh, that's too bad. Now what you really need to do is just grab a book off the shelf. It's How to Kill Minotaurs.
And read it?
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, can you hold up a bit? I need to read this book.
Well, that's what you do with your first dosing of the Animus controller thing. You put it in, go read the book, put some more in, go read the book.
I don't know if I'd have enough energy to make that work. And see, this enemy, for some reason the creatures won't attack him at all. Oh, wait, duh, because they didn't destroy the Animus tank yet. Okay. Now, I think the next time I do this, I destroy the Animus tank instead of trying to use it for my own ends. And I think that's where I'm successful. But I also can't remember. I might actually have another try. But right now I'm stuck, and I'm getting whacked by the Minotaur, and I'm going to die any second now.
Hey, you're dead. You got forced into a corner a little bit.
Oh no, I'm like literally stuck on something and can't move like literally a centimeter. It's not just that I was up against a wall, it's like I literally could not move. Whew, this is exciting. I love dying and respawning here.
You need your rocket launcher, that's what you really need.
You know, a rocket launcher would probably still take like 3 or 4 hits to take out those Minotaurs.
Probably.
I actually never tried using the rocket launcher on the Griffins when they were on the ground. Maybe if they're on the ground, it would still kill them instantly. I never thought about that. I only used it when they were in the air, I think. Maybe later I used one on the ground. I can't remember. Okay, so even picking up weapons, by the way, as you can see, is a little hard because of the controls. They have that one F button just does way too many different things. F and E. And so let's go into the boss room here. And this time I think I blow it up. And say, well, if the monsters have no allegiance, then they'll still attack the bad guys. Right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. So they're still, I mean, my theory here is that if the monsters have no allegiance, they're still just as likely to distract the bad guys, right? As if they're specifically going to the bad guys. I have enough time, while the bad guys are attacking the Minotaur, I have enough time that I can take care of these fairies. I think is what I was going at here. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, neither am I.
Well, we'll see how it comes out. By the way, what do you think of this exciting boss fight music?
Again, it's quite riveting. Garage band jamming.
Over. Okay, the Minotaur's coming after me because I think all the enemies are dead, or at least the Minotaur doesn't see him.
Oh, and there's the other one that just jumped up and still hasn't killed the bad guys.
Guy there. Okay, so there's a couple bad guys left.
So I don't think this plan... Oh, well, he kind of got distracted. I guess that's something.
Part of the problem. But as long as I can get the Minotaurs attack the bad guys so I can hit their back, I can kill them quicker. Ouch. So I'm glad I'm not like playing while I'm trying to do commentary, because I'm probably like concentrating the hell out of this.
Oh man, no kidding.
The biggest challenge here is not like, can I kill the Minotaurs? The biggest challenge is, am I going to get stuck on something, which is exactly what happened last time I tried this. Like, I'm not worried about the enemies killing me by whacking me with stuff. I'm worried about them killing me by me backing into something and not being able to move, and then they can have free reign to hit me as many times as they want.
Well, that's still whacking you and killing you.
Well, but you know what I mean. It's not what you're supposed to be thinking about when you're playing this. Right?
Well, probably not. Although maybe it is. Maybe that's part of the challenge.
Oh, you'll also notice that it doesn't occur to me to use my Animus to stun these guys, even though it works on them. I don't know why. But maybe I was just all saving it for healing. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Who knows what your thought process was? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then I killed him too. So obviously that's not a bad strategy.
That didn't actually...
Because he was in charge. See, if he's already started charging, he continues to charge.
Well, maybe you do win this time.
I hope so, because I don't know how many hit points that guy has left, but I'm out of Animus. Oh, that's what you were talking about before, about, like... Oh, yeah. How picking up the Animus requires, like, you to stop for a moment. That's exactly the kind of situation. Yeah.
Well, and then it doesn't seem like it's absorbing, like, just then it was...
No, it was. It's just the they have a whole crap load of it. So when it takes a long time for you to absorb it, but the big energy ball thing doesn't look any different. Okay, so this building is sinking. Figure that one out.
Because the Kraken obviously spawned an ocean that made it sink. Got it? Doesn't make sense.
I know London is between a river and the ocean, right? Or am I crazy, or is it just in the middle of a river? I still don't see how it could sink.
No, neither do I.
It's in the Thames River, right?
Yeah, this isn't Venice. The buildings aren't, like, floating.
And it's in the river. It's not in... Well, whatever. He just tore down Big Ben.
Yep, there's the Eye of London in the background, which is still moving, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not going to stop the ride for this.
Why would you?
It actually makes it more of a thrill ride with the crack next to it.
Yeah, they actually increased the price, riding.
Okay, he doesn't trust it. What if the battery runs out or someone wrecks it, and then we'll have an angry Minotaur, yada yada. And then the new equipment is the control device, obviously. Which for some reason they put on 4 little spindly legs. You'd think they'd like just put like a
solid base of some kind.
Like an office chair, so you can move it around easy, right?
Well, not even that. You'd presumably want it to just sit in one place, right? Not get knocked over.
Just like drill into the ground and hold it in place. Anyway, this is the epic, by which I mean not at all epic, boss fight against the Kraken. And I lose this one for a few times before I figure out what you can lock onto with the rocket launcher.
Let me guess, the tips of the tentacles.
Damn you! Stop that! I thought you get his eyeballs, but none of the stuff locked on. But see, the other thing is you can lock onto the inside of his mouth sometimes, but you're not actually allowed to hit him there. Anyway, it's kind of confusing.
That seems more like a bug than anything.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff in the game that could be a bug or could be something else. And then, of course, rockets still lets you get a lock even though you're out of rockets. And then when you hit the fire button, it's like, oops, sorry. Annoying weapon design. Like, who would design a weapon like that?
Well, I mean, technically that's how it would work in real life, but it is kind of stupid for a game.
You have to actually have a guy behind you loading it. So we have to kill this Griffon. There's lots of stuff going on right now. There's actually a Black Hawk crash somewhere that we're supposed to get to, but I'm not, yeah, there it is. When I played this game the first time, I'm not actually sure what the goals are, and I get tentacled to death because that happens. But what you're supposed to do in this boss fight is you're supposed to go to the Black Hawk, and there's an infinite rockets thing there, if I remember right, infinite rockets thing in it, and then you can get as many rockets as you want to kill the Kraken.
So it's basically Pandora's box for rockets. It's just never-ending supply of rockets.
That's in the museum. It was in the next room over.
Yeah.
Pandora's box, the Pandora's rocket box.
Yep.
I should have home for hand grenades too. Anyway, yeah, good stuff. So, I think this takes me 2 more tries if I remember right. It's been a while. You can't lock on until they start glowing.
Yeah, there's like eyes on them that open up. Like, they have like weird little sheaths on them, maybe.
The other thing is you have the stupid Griffon to deal with, and he's a pain in the butt. See, he just said, oh, get the cache of rockets near the helipad. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, the little eyeballs still haven't appeared.
No, actually, you know what's confusing is the helipad is a different location from the crashed helicopter. I just remembered that. The crashed helicopter is just like, I think there's a rocket launcher near it and stuff, but it's different than the helipad. Look at that. Oh, that's a statue.
Yeah, it's a gargoyle of some sort.
The way it was sitting was just really funky looking. Taking on water. What the hell? I don't get it.
That was interesting. Oh, yeah, this gargoyle is quite interesting.
Taking on water. You're in a building. Whatever.
We're in a castle.
Oh, you know what occurs to me? The problem is that they built they're underneath the castle, right? So they're underground, and so they're taking in water because the Kraken's probably like breaking the seawall. Is that what they're going for? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, it's really hard to care. Okay, so I hit his tentacle, and then I hit the other tentacle. Here's the gimmick.
Wait, they are eyes. They just called them eyes on the ends of each tentacle. It's like,
Kill him like 8 times.
Yeah.
Well, not 8 times, but... And here's the thing, is once I hit the eyes and the tentacle, I don't know what the next step is. So I'm like, okay, I hit the eyes. Ah!
That was awesome.
Then what? It turns out, oh, you can fire a rocket right down his gullet. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's the infinite rocket pack there, by the way.
Yeah.
So, because you fire the tentacles, which hurts him, and it forces him to open his mouth.
Wait, one of his tentacles is actually dead. Did you see that on the left?
He regenerates. They respawn. Yeah. And when his mouth is open, that's when you can hit him in the mouth, and that actually damages him. Notice he has no health bar, right?
That's also a good...
God, this boss battle is going to take forever, but as you see, you only have to hit him in the mouth like 3 times. Like, he's really good. Yeah, I think I'm like 1 rocket from him being dead, so I just have to wait for his tentacle to pop back up. There it goes, see? And then get him pissed off, and then he opens his mouth, and then I think it's cutscene time.
He's not a very smart monster, is he?
No, but he's really big.
Well,
see, that was it. The whole boss battle. So each rocket you fire into his mouth is like 1/4 his health.
Yeah.
And this somehow stops us from sinking and taking on water, by the way. Because in addition to the whole why the hell is this sucker. In addition to the whole why is the secret base taking on water, there's also the issue of why does killing the Kraken make it suddenly stop taking on water?
Very good question.
I know, right?
After the attack, the council was shattered.
Chalk drawings.
Yep, more chalk. Oh no, they're going for the Eye of London. Did you see that?
The Eye of London would be to shoot down.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so they stole, they kidnapped Vivian there. The Black Order did, but they're keeping her alive, of course. And they brought her back to New York because on top of the skyscraper is the machine that controls all of the things, the bad creatures. And so Vivian's there to quote-unquote witness the final success. And then they're gonna kill her, apparently. Whatever, I don't know. But somehow we got there in a Black Hawk, so maybe this time we crossed the ocean in it.
Well, it's a Black Hawk that actually has wings that fold in.
And look, we haven't even changed clothes.
So now we smell even better, obviously.
Like, okay, let's say you have the Concorde, right? It's still 2.5 hours to get across the Atlantic, right?
That's plenty of time to change.
To change clothes. Well, am I just a disgusting slob?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at my own backstory. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's awful. Like, everyone hates this guy because he always stinks. That's why we hire him to do super dangerous missions. We keep him killed. We don't have to smell him when he comes in the office.
Yeah. He only has 1 set of clothes. That's why he hasn't changed yet.
He didn't pick it up. This game doesn't have achievements or anything, so it doesn't really matter if you pick up the PDAs, but I just wanted to note that I walked past the PDA and didn't pick it up. Okay, so this is the New York of like 2 months beyond when the monsters are released. This is what New York looks like.
Yeah, it looks about the same as like normal everyday New York, right?
No, I was gonna go for Detroit joke, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks a little like New Detroit. That's true.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of werewolf killing. Get used to it.
There's already been a lot of werewolf killing. I think that's pretty much status quo. And what?
Yeah, invisible sometimes.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, what's going on there?
Or werewolves that have mysterious range-extending claw things.
I think it might have been the case where, remember earlier when I was fighting in the tunnels and in the subway, and there were the fire drakes that kind of just appeared in the middle of my body.
Oh yeah, I do.
The heads. I think it's one of that, except for the werewolf. Oh, by the way, here's a little puzzle that I have to solve. Let's see if I can figure this one out. I'll give you a hint. The thing I need to hit is glowing green. And,
so it's glowing green this time, not gold or
yeah, didn't notice
red.
it.
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
But see, the waypoint points to it.
See, here's the thing. Okay, again, stupid petty complaint. Why don't they just keep it the same color? Make it glow gold, or make it glow red, or make it glow some consistent color.
Why don't they just like have my troops follow me too?
Well, that's yeah. I don't know.
Why am I off on my own? This always bothers me. Like, why do they establish the fact that I'm here with a bunch of guys if it doesn't matter because they're never next to me?
Well, and then the other thing is going through a destroyed apartment complex really the most efficient way to get to wherever you need to go?
Yeah, it seemed like we were in a helicopter just a couple minutes ago. It seems like we could have gotten a little closer than this. Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe they could have dropped you off on like the top of the building, or
So the
Really? You
goal,
pulled out the axe for that one?
I don't know. Don't ask. So what my goal here obviously is to get to the top of the evil Black Order building. I did that in the hopes of not wasting shotgun shells, but it turned out actually kind of hard to hit it with this. So, my goal is to get to the top of the Black Order building, and once we're there, we have to stop the machine on the top floor. But there's a lot of crawling through these ruins of New York before I get to that point, and it's really annoying, kind of.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, it's unique. What?
It's not, but it's like...
So, you know what I just realized those ropes are? Those are totally the ropes from the Harrier jet things. Or the...
Magically appear?
Well, I mean, look at them, right?
No, I think that someone's been propping up, like, buildings that were about to collapse in New York, and I'm undoing their work because I'm the world's greatest asshole.
So...
Like, look at all these buildings. Like, look at the state of these buildings. They're all about to collapse. And someone's like, okay, we've got to put up some guy wires to keep these buildings from collapsing. And then I'm like, whatever. I need a ramp.
That's awesome, by the way.
A little dance.
He was disagreeing with you killing him.
And this is, again, going back to the lack of variety. This level is nothing but werewolves, if I remember right.
But it's also nothing but these Lemos werewolves, too. It's like...
I think they give you a couple furry ones later on. Alpha.
Okay. It's just one of those things. It's like, really? They couldn't... Oh, wow. These keep coming, don't they?
They infinitely respawn like they did in that warehouse.
Oh, apparently. Oh,
there's one.
Spoke too soon, obviously.
Yeah, well... Okay, Alpha one's dead, but not beheaded.
What the...
That one just kind of collapsed. I can't find which end is the head.
That's how attractive they are. You can't even tell which side's the ass and which side's the face.
They're both the ass. One's just a face-looking ass. Oh my god, there's another Alpha one. This is so irritating because it's not, like, it's not really challenging. Of course, part of the problem is I have it on easy, so I know saying it's not challenging is kind of a loser thing to say, but it's not interesting. There's no variety. And you know what? You were comparing this game to Serious Sam before. That's kind of like Serious Sam, like in the first couple games, like where they give you in the arena, and the arena is just nothing but they put 500 skeletons running in circles around you, and you have to kill all the skeletons, and that's it. And there's like nothing else going on. It's like kill all the skeletons, and it takes like 20 minutes, and you're just sitting there bored out of your mind killing skeletons because they're not that hard to kill. Anyway, that's basically exactly what's going on right now in this game. And now that I've done all that, I can finally get back to shooting these guy wires, like 20 minutes later. But of course you can't hit them with this stupid aiming. Nope, not quite done yet.
Okay. Them swiping at you like that looks a little bit like they're trying to do like the Broadway can-can dance, or the like showman dance, or whatever it's called. No?
A little off. Just hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Whew, they love some werewolves up at the Gamecock. I can't even say that. Gamecock development companies.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lowered that down. I actually have to figure out how to get to the other side of this stupid thing. Which, if I remember, is another guy wire you have to shoot.
Yeah, I see it right there, right above you.
This part of the level is frustrating.
Well, you do get lots of ammo. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a staircase.
You want to hear something that's going to make you feel good?
What's that?
We're 1 hour from the end of this game.
Yeah, it's a very... Oh, nice.
Sorry.
It's a very long game, as you can tell.
Well, it's not really. I mean, like, if we were playing Doom 3, we'd be here for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
And that game was not only long, but it felt about 3 times longer than it actually was. So it's like, really, you can start playing Doom 3. And
see, you literally brought down that entire crane.
Yeah, I know. I'm so constructive here. I'm like basically destroying what small parts of the city I haven't already destroyed.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool. The sun showing through the buildings back there. You didn't really get a chance to see much of it because you were looking. Oh, there. What?
Shh, that's the transition. You're not supposed to notice. I didn't record all these in one sitting. So I tried to make a subtle transition as I could.
That was very, yeah, that was super subtle.
Okay.
I sure didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, that was like, I mean, honestly, that was like only a few seconds apart.
You did end up looking in the direction I wanted you to, though, when I was talking about the kind of cool like sun setting effect through the buildings, though.
I'm not the master editor, okay? I do my best.
I wasn't complaining.
Yeah, well, pointing it out. That's close enough to complaining. Yeah, so ruin New York, everybody. It just keeps on going like this.
What? Oh, those are grenades, apparently.
Pretty full, I think. And then you get stuck behind that door, kind of. One thing I should mention is that the power actually appears to be off, finally.
Yeah, except I bet if you went into the subway, the trains are still running.
Away. Oh, and obviously the evil Empire's base still has power, but we'll assume they have an evil generator with their evil fuel.
The evil generator's actually based on animus energy.
Oh god, yeah. They built it all based on the one guy who can use animus energy in the entire world. And they built it like 5 years ago, and everyone was like, what the F? Like, what good is this? It's like, no, seriously, in like 5 years, there'll be a guy who can totally do this.
Yeah. We're building to the spec of the prophecy, obviously.
One guy? Yeah, no, just one guy. That's all we'll need.
Yeah, one guy. That's it. And actually, we don't even need the guy. We just need his arms.
Or EMP weapons that we have in the military for whatever reason. We have EMP weapons normally. When there aren't... Whatever reason we keep EMP weapons around when there aren't giant golems made out of magnets.
We use them all the time, obviously, and in close proximity to your troops, and they take half an hour to set up a piece, because they're not portable at all.
And they can easily be disassembled.
Well, yes, yeah, by ferries even.
Yes. I'm trying to... It's one of the Ocean's 11 games, or movies, isn't it? Where they use an EMP device to shut down Vegas. So that's the second one? I think it's the second one.
Yeah. Actually, theirs isn't called an EMP device. It's called something else, but it basically is a giant EMP.
Power on all the strips, so
yeah.
It's a thing.
I don't know.
Out because there's not enough building left to support the cables.
I know.
Oh, look at that. Load up.
I see shadows moving around.
That's probably 87 more werewolves, I'm sure.
Probably.
I wouldn't expect anything more exciting than that.
No, as it turns out, it's a Black Order guy.
The flamethrower guys, do you remember them?
What?
The flamethrower guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do reappear.
Oh, okay. So it's not just one enemy.
Like they use twice literally ever.
By the way,
they
yeah,
reappear.
it seems like twice. By the way, did you ever use the flamethrower? Because I don't remember seeing you use it.
I haven't used it yet, but I might later. And I don't say that as a tease. I say that because I literally don't know if I do or not.
Well, it's like, okay, so that's also one of the other perceptions about the weapon variety is, even if you get weapons like that, you don't get a chance to use them. So you got the grenade or the flamethrower at the end of that.
It was an awesome grenade throw.
That was pretty awesome. So you get the flamethrower at the very end of the level, and then you go through that thing, and you end up in the Council of 98 base, and they take away all your weapons anyway.
Well, I can tell you that I'm going to, when I finally get to the bottom of the skyscraper, which I think is in about another 4 hours. Anyway, I'm going to get back into the sewers. I'm just doing dramatic sighs every time I'm saying something that's horrible. And when I get back in the sewers, I have to fight like 100,000 of those bugs.
Hey, so the fire drakes made a return, obviously.
Well, they apparently never got past Manhattan. Yeah, I need
it's because
the water here, or turn on the water. Of course, since the water is still working.
Yeah, because the water has electricity to pump
It's
it.
inconceivable that they would not be running water. Unfortunately, the fire drakes respawn fast enough that I don't know if I can even find the control for the water.
Because you're not using the axe. Just need to axe some more.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I did this. Oh,
there you go.
there. Is he wearing
That guy
like
did a lot of damage to you.
like a police? Oh yeah, they have a lot of range on that too. Like their head is like a police siren. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Nope.
I think it's supposed to be some kind of night vision thing, but it looks more like a police siren.
It looks...
Oh, I finally found it. Look at that. I finally found it. And it's glowing a very faint green.
Oh, that would have been convenient to see like maybe 2 minutes ago.
No kidding, right? I wonder if the flamethrower guys are hurt by water.
I doubt it, but that would be funny. I'm
Yeah,
melting!
what's going on now?
Yeah,
What am I doing?
same.
Whew.
You had to take a break there to pick your nose briefly.
Yeah, that was a nice pick a break. Sure. Oh. Oh, I can't go back. Wait, why would I want to? Oh my god.
Another one of these, really?
Filler.
Wait,
I can assume it's loading.
wait.
Like,
Really? It hasn't slid off yet? Wow.
here's the ridiculous part. Is guess where I have to go?
Down, of course.
Not across, but down.
Wait, where'd that rock end up even?
That's a good question. I didn't really look that carefully, so I don't know.
You'd think a rock that heavy just falling off would actually break through the next floor and go down.
Yeah, well, the floors are usually like 4 inches or so cement, right?
Well, that was like a 10-inch or maybe 24-inch.
Handle opened that door. Go figure.
Mm.
And then I had to use my thing to blast the boards in front of the door. But what I'm trying to figure out is why the fireman hose handle wouldn't. Oh, well, whatever. Not gonna think about it too hard. Hey, look, werewolves. That's a new and exciting enemy.
Also, it's kind of funny that the interior walls of this building they depict as being made out of bricks.
Yeah.
So if you, I mean, you can't right now, obviously, but when you were in the previous room, it showed like the wall separating the two other rooms. It had like brick-sized chunks missing from it. I'm like, what? That would be like made out of boards and drywall. Why would there be bricks there?
I don't know what kind of building we're in, but I think we've like hopped between a couple different ones, like Spider-Man. But look, we're actually at street level now.
Hey, look, there's a transformer you can shoot.
I thought I was standing about 3 feet from that grenade and it didn't hurt me at all.
Yeah, look at the transformer. It's very.
No, I don't figure it out for a long time.
Okay.
So don't get too hopeful.
Oh, it's too bad.
You're way overestimating my perception.
Well, I kind of want to see what it does though. What happens when you shoot it? Apparently nothing.
No, it opens up something, but I wasn't looking in the direction what it affects.
Oh.
So if you look at the transformer, I think its cable is linked to.
Oh, apparently you just blew up the front of that building.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think
its cable was linked to one of those energy shield things.
Also, the rockin' soundtrack is back.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
This is what all video game soundtracks should sound like, by the way. That was a joke.
Yeah.
A joke.
You know, I liked, I said earlier in an earlier episode that I was recently playing Fallout. One of the things I liked about, like, well, I say Fallout, but BioShock did this too, but they used, like...
Period-appropriate music?
No. Yeah, well, area-appropriate, yeah, but it was, like, not, like... They didn't have stupid incidental music like this at all. It was just the sound effects, right? Or am I crazy?
What? No, Fallout had,
Okay, well, maybe my memory's just faulty.
well, Fallout had radio stations, remember? So it was a little different.
I don't think it had incidental music like this, where it's just like...
Where it's always part of the game.
Like, all the music in the game is the actual music, and they're all actual songs by actual artists, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. Oh, man, after I played Fallout 3, I had all of those, like, 50s songs stuck in my head for a long time.
Well, you could have switched to the patriotic station and had all the Sousa marches stuck in your head.
That's true.
That
You don't want to listen to
By the way, those guys, you
Bongo
can't...
Bongo Bongo. I don't want to leave the jungle.
That was a good one.
No.
See, that's what it does, is you shoot the Transformers and it removes the power from their shielding stations.
And kills him in the process, apparently.
Hey! It takes a while for the power to go away, too. There's a lot of explosions that need to happen first. There's a flamethrower guy.
You're basically a mass murderer at this point.
Well, I mean, a lot of FPS games, you're a mass murderer.
I suppose that is true.
But in this one, it's worse, because you're not just killing the enemy troops here. You're freaking... You released... Like, everything bad that happens in this game is your fault, personally.
Well,
It's a horrible way to write a game story, isn't it?
I suppose you were. I mean, you could think of it like you were kind of tricked into doing it a little bit. Although I don't know what idiot would actually open Pandora's box, assuming it actually existed.
Well, and like, you're still okay. So it's like going back to like you're the contractor who built the Death Star. It's like sure you didn't directly blow up the planet, but you were instrumental. Even if you were tricked, you knew what was happening, right? You knew the Black Order. Something called the Black Order is going to be evil. I assume.
Well, who knows? Yeah, but he might not have been hired by the Black Order. He could have just been hired by what's his name, LaFay, right? You know.
It's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, maybe if LaFay talked to him directly and he had no idea the Black Order even exists, I don't know, maybe, but it's still a a-hole move.
By the way, did you read that thing? So that animus energy exists everywhere, but apparently even 50 years in the future is some form of energy that is nearly undetectable by modern science or modern equipment or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's so many different forms of energy.
Yes.
Like...
One of them is hidden life energy that is... It's basically the Force. That's basically what it is.
I wonder if there's little bacteria that make it go.
Yeah. Well, it's the Force. Everything has the Force.
Well, then it's definitely made from bacteria, because I definitely saw that movie in Star Wars, and they said the bacteria caused the Force.
They do.
Like...
Bacteria and crystals, right?
Well, I went to the doctor, and they prescribed me, like, a bunch of antibiotics for a stomach thing, and I couldn't use the Force anymore. That was a bad movie.
That was.
Okay, I need to figure out how to get through this train. Oh, the door. Brilliant. Anyway.
Shocking. I'm surprised this thing isn't running. I mean, I would have thought it would be.
It's like a couple weeks now. And as you can see that they've adopted the bonfire in bucket method of lighting the tunnels here. And by they, I mean werewolves, because no one's down here.
Yeah.
Like they've so. All these people. There's nothing left but skeletons.
So they're living as mole people, then, is what you're saying.
Well, by the way, we killed.
Either that, or the fires are still burning from when these people were still alive.
That's some trash they have in New York.
I guess.
For 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Oh God, this part is horrible.
It's actually
I here once, by the way.
It's actually the new form of Hanukkah. So instead of a candle burning for a ridiculous number of days, it was the trash and the homeless people's burn barrels.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is that I'm going to find a lot of these bug container things, and there's a way the bugs will spawn infinitely until I figure out how to get rid of them. And there's a flamethrower I just expressly did not pick up, and I don't figure out how to get rid of them for a long time, and it's going to make me look really stupid.
Does it involve the flamethrower?
Kind of. I need to use something to ignite the flames, but it doesn't have to be a flamethrower.
So a Molotov.
So do you see those pipes?
I do.
They lead into the vents.
Yeah.
How the bugs are coming out of the same vents that the pipes lead into?
Yeah.
So what happens is those pipes carry gas. And I need to go in here and turn on the gas in a valve, but I totally missed the press C to turn thing for some reason in that room.
Well, it was it did flash very briefly.
Yeah, but until you turn on the gas in like 3 of these things spawn until the end of time.
That's exciting.
No, it's not. And I'm going to sit here and waste so many shotgun shells shooting these infinite respawning guys because I can't figure it out.
Also, the little blood things don't, they don't give you any animus stuff, which is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, in fact, like I said, I'm pretty sure I die once here. And one of the reasons I die is because I get totally ganged up on these guys, like what just happened then. Oh, look, I figured out you can hit E to turn. So where does the pipe go?
Oh, you missed the pickup message thing, though.
Well, but I also missed the fact that when you turn those, the pipe starts. See, I think at this point I was thinking, okay, so you just have to turn all the valves you see. And that one you can't turn, by the way, unless you already blow up the bug container. And I'm thinking you have to just turn all the valves you can see, but I don't make the link that once you turn the valves, it just makes the gas start going, but you have to set off the gas, like it has to actually be...
Explodified.
Well, it doesn't have to be a flamethrower. But see, oh, the objective marks points to the gas valves. So I'm kind of slowly figuring this out. Okay, so I turned on the gas on that one. I'm slowly figuring this out, but I'm not going to get it figured out in time for me to not die, because you can see my health is pretty low.
No, you don't have any healing juice.
But see, I have the gas flowing in that one. I can't figure it out, and this one too. I can't figure it out. I'm like, what?
Well, again, this just goes back to game not having clear enough objectives. Like, okay, that's great that they have waypoint markers, but that would be like, here's some magically puzzly thing. Figure out what to do. No context.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I'm more accepting of this puzzle than I am of the Kraken one, where you just instantly die. Because at least on this one, if you have enough health and ammo coming in here, you have plenty of time to figure this out. Oh look, I just figured it out, but am I going to be able to survive to actually do it? No. So I have to start over. But now I know what I have to do.
So yeah, right before you died, you could clearly see there was gas blowing into the tubes.
Yeah, but I think it still might take me a while here because I'm not sure I 100% get it. Whenever I'm trying to remember what I did in the past, I always just assume I'm an idiot because it's usually a safe assumption.
That's good.
You know, it makes me feel better though. I think that notice the checkpoint's way far back too. I like to think that if you watch anyone playing, like if I watched anyone doing a long play of this game,
will you
run into the exact same problems, or would they just breeze through it and I'm an idiot?
I think it depends. When you're watching somebody else play the game, you tend to notice more stuff because you're less focused on actually manipulating the character.
Well, and the worst thing for me is that I've already done the puzzle, so I know it now. 2 months later, but at the time I was playing this is obviously the first time I'd ever played this before. In fact, it's probably the first time anyone's ever played Legendary in the last 5 years, since 2008. So, I mean, I assume a few people played it when it was released, but not many. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna guess I'm on par. I think, I'll be honest with you, when we did Portal 2, I think we did a really good job on Portal 2. Maybe I'm just yanking my own chain, but I think we went through Portal 2 about as quickly as it could be gone through. And we didn't really cheat in that you had done the game before, but you'd done it before so many months that you didn't remember anything.
Yeah, I really didn't.
We did cut once where we couldn't solve a puzzle, but as it turned out, after we cut, we almost immediately got it. So the cut was 45 seconds.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that much. It was literally, I think I figured out what we needed to do like maybe 10 seconds after you'd stopped recording.
So while anyone watching it now would be like, oh, well, you cut down, so you could have spent hours on that one. It's like, no. We cut and then almost immediately cut into the next episode because as it turned out, we didn't need to spend long on it. So anyway. It takes me still a while to figure out you can't turn that handle until you blow up the bug thing. I love it.
It still doesn't even show it turning, which is still confusing.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, there it goes. So I think I have all the gas going now, or did I miss one? And now there's still a couple loose ones you need to get. Like there's one hidden on the ceiling there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now that we finished, my buddies come in to help me out and clean up. See? So the puzzle is now solved. It took way longer than it should have.
Yeah, surprisingly. Also, it doesn't. I just.
And they come from nowhere. Oh, it's a cutscene. I see.
Of course.
They come from the cutscene world.
Oh, and look, and there's conveniently a labeled building that has the Black Order logo on it.
Did you notice the statues have a man holding a Pegasus, and there's no Pegasus in the game?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, just wanted to point that out. So here's the machine, the evil machine.
So obviously this guy thought there were going to be Pegasuses involved rather than... Or Pegasus, whatever. Rather than Griffons. So he was probably sorely disappointed. He's like, really? Really?
Say that Pegasus versus Griffon, I would give the Griffon the win every time. It'd be like a lion versus a horse, right? Basically.
Yeah, basically.
When you think about it, the lion's gonna kill the horse every time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so it's not even a competition. What are you doing, you idiot?
He's shooting at airplanes.
Why would he do that? Haven't we already established that those are like heavily armored? Oh, notice the Statue of Liberty heads? Cloverfield totally ripped it off from this game.
Yep. Except you didn't get to see it get lopped off and fly down some main street in New York, crushing cars.
I'm not sure why they give me a rocket launcher at this point, but whenever they hand you a rocket launcher in a game, you kind of are thinking, okay, well, if they're handing me this, I must need it.
What is that? Like the ghost souls leaving the Ghostbusters thing? Like, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
Not sure what that is. I guess there are Griffins to use a rocket launcher on, but there's only it takes a long time for them to come. I actually think this is one of those like confused cutscene things, like where it's like it's not clear at all what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, again, this is why I say they need to not just have that Q thing, you know, where you press Q to see where your objective is. They need to give you a clear objective that says, use your blah 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 to...
Oh yeah, by the way, I just got killed by a barrel.
Okay, so a grenade at your feet doesn't kill you instantly, but a barrel does.
It does, yeah. So what that is it basically it looks like a boss arena, like it's this whole cordoned off area in front of the building, which is the building we've been leading to for the last like hour. So it's like, oh well, this is a boss fight, right? But there's no boss. There's a couple fire drakes, and I think there's a Griffon, but you can use a rocket launcher to kill him.
So really, it's meant to just be like a set piece, like a spectacle of like.
Well, it's not. I mean, maybe it's meant to be one.
Well, I mean, but look at all the stuff that's raining down and all the stuff going on. It's meant to be epic looking.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's the one Griffon. I think there's literally only one of them. And then there's a couple drakes, and then it's like, if you don't get hit by explosive barrels, which, by the way, I'm going to take out right now because I didn't want to get killed by one again. You can get a good sense for how I play every FPS ever by watching this game. That's typical of my strategy, too.
Yeah, whatever killed me last time, I take out first.
Well, I mean, the explosive barrels, if you're not going to use them against the enemy, you're better off not having them because someone else will accidentally shoot them. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so I kill the Griffon, I kill 2 fire drakes, and then it opens up the path for me to continue. And you're like, that's a set piece? That's pathetic.
Yeah, I'm not really even sure what to...
And I'm holding the rocket launcher, and there's only ever a purpose to it for firing one rocket, and now it's totally useless. It's just using up one of my weapon slots.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, did they plan to have a boss?
By the way,
out?
is that guy skewered by the Statue of Liberty, or is he just like hanging off? I wonder.
Straight from one of the things. I wonder if they had a plan to have a boss battle here and it didn't work out. Like the boss was too silly looking. Maybe it was a Pegasus.
Maybe it was. Yeah, it was a Pegasus.
Firefight takes me way too long. So, like I've done 100,000 times.
Oh.
That was the worst grenade throw in history, by the way.
I think that was your mouse bug.
It might have been.
Because your screen all of a sudden just turned in a weird direction.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just spending most of this game apologizing for how long everything takes, but this is probably about, for a blind playthrough of this game, probably about as quick as you can get.
Alright.
If they did it again, it would be quicker. Although it wouldn't, because I'd still get killed by the Kraken about 47 times.
Well, no, now that you know the pattern.
I don't think I ever fully worked out the pattern. I think it was just luck. I just happened to be in the right spot at the right time.
Well.
Okay, now another place where I think I have to wait for a
There's
cutscene.
an open door right there. It's yeah.
One. It's the last one I try, obviously.
So rather than opening all the doors, they just open one.
So that's pretty much it for this. We're almost to the finale. Only half an hour left.
Yep.
Episode.
We're going to the top of the building.
Whew. It's been a marathon, and it's literally been a marathon. We're doing this all back to back. And you're gonna see. Get ready for the most disappointing boss battle you have ever seen in your life.
Next time on Robots in the News.
Yes, next time, the most disappointing boss battle.